Hello, my dear Pisces, and welcome to your October reading here with me, Oliver, here on Wellness Beyond Intuition, here on YouTube. I'm so happy that you're here, and we are gonna dive right into it, because we got stuff to talk about. And let's just get some of the practical stuff out of the way. Not that it's not important, because it is. But quickly, just want to let you know that if you want more of a full picture of what's going on in October, check out your other placements, such as your moon and rising, including your Venus and your Jupiter sign placement. Also, if there's a word or a phrase that resonate with you, I invite you to make it your own, because that could be a good indication that we're exactly where you need to be, and this is exactly for you. These readings, they are general. So to get to a place where it's more geared towards you, try and pay attention to these things, and it'll make a little bit more sense. Also, I do personal readings. I do them over at one2listen.com. You can find all of that you can find in the box below, the description box below. You can also find out everything else that I do, including my radio show, messages from the gatekeepers, etc., etc. There's lots to look at. And of course, hit the like button, share button, alert button, all the buttons, and you can stay up to date with where I'm at and who I am and what I have to offer. Okay, so and then you'll also know when the new videos are coming out. They come out every month at the moment. Anyway, before I sit down and I chat with you and I look at what's going on, I do a little bit of meditation and sort of to get an idea of what's coming up and what's happening. And while I do that, at the same time, I will eventually use the cards, and we're gonna marry the two, and it'll give more of a full picture again of where you're at. And what I was really getting for you, Pisces, my dear Pisces, here for the month of October, is that it's sort of about staying ahead of the game, and that can sound exhausting to a certain degree, but I really feel that if you stay ahead of the game, your heart will win. There's no doubt about it, so but I don't sense that this whole idea about you staying ahead of the game is you having to run really, really fast. It's just that, keep up with what it is that's happening in your life, okay? So let's translate that into a little bit of what's going on. And I feel that when we look at relationships, for instance, romantic relationship, because a lot of you out there are going to experience some new love coming into your life. There's particularly, I sense that there's a person from the past that seems to be popping up and that's coming in. I get, for some of you, the initials A and K. I don't know why that popped up. May want to look at that. I'm sure that's not for all of you, but for some of you out there, and this particular person is somebody who wants to sort of make their presence known in your life. Now, I'm going out on a few different limbs here, okay? So we're talking, it could be somebody from the past, somebody that you've already had a beautiful relationship with that didn't go where you wanted it to. But it could also be somebody who, I really get this, because I see somebody with pair of binoculars. I'm really not trying to make this creepy, okay? But I really sense it's somebody who they have their eye on you, what it is that you can do and who you are and what you're capable of, and they're really intrigued by you. And why wouldn't they be, beautiful Pisces? And so they will sort of, move into your energy field and trying to see if they can, get your attention. So let me bring that back to you. Staying ahead of it is that, it's easy to lose yourself in certain things like that. They usually say about Pisces, with their dreamers, right? So it's easy to get lost in the dreams and the ideas of where things can go and what they might look like. But for you, I really feel that, if you just stay ahead of knowing what it is that you want in your heart will win, if that makes any sense whatsoever, because it's about you knowing what is important to you when somebody new is popping up in your life. Or yeah, I mean, then it's like if you know what it is that you want to experience, you know, you are ahead of the game, you are ahead of what it is, so you can better make your decisions. You know, it may be somebody that you don't want in your life. When you look at it from that point of view, they may not fit exactly the picture of what it is that you have in mind, what it is that you want to experience in a relationship. So you're ahead of the game if you already know these things. Okay, so this is part of where I mean, you know, stay ahead and your heart will win, you know, no matter what. Okay, let's dive into the tarot, and we're using the Archon deck this month of October. I think it's beautiful. I think most decks there are beautiful. They always have something to say and convey, right? So you get the World right away. You're ending a chapter, you're starting a new. And I always like to look at the World as the end of a chapter, so to speak. But there's a new chapter opening up, and you get to really write this chapter your own. I see sort of like blank pages, but you get to fill in the blank pages. And you can make it specifically your own if you stay ahead of the game. Make it your own. Right next to that, you got the Lovers. I'm telling you, you are going to experience some beautiful love. I can't promise you it'll be exactly in October, but there's a sense of beginnings and new beginnings, and taking it into taking it that direction. So know that we're looking at the Four Wands. This could possibly, I don't know. Keep your heart open for this, because this could possibly be long lasting. We're looking at something here that is that promises. It's a promise of marriage. It's a promise of celebration and being together. You know, you got. It's so interesting because this particular card have the bird, the phoenix, the bird phoenix on top of it. You know, so a lot of renewal and a lot of sense of doing this from a new perspective. Could be somebody from the past who's coming in. As I said, I saw these binoculars. Somebody's got it. Somebody's looking at you. You seem very attracted to them. Don't let you get the Five of Cups here. Don't let past disappointment dictate where you can take that where you can take this to the next level, because you know disappointments, yes, who haven't experienced it, you know, like that's part of life, you know, that's the journey we're on, you know. But don't let it dictate you, especially not with the promise of all this beautiful stuff that's lying await for you. It's lying there waiting for you. And you get the Death card here. That's simply just for you to actually really do some really good inventory and do a big change. Because I think that part of what it is in this whole thing about staying ahead of the game and your heart will win is also about not doing things the old way anymore. And that changed something. That needs a change, you know. And then at the end of the day, you get the Chariot. You will literally be on the right path and move in the right direction. And the good news here is that if you stay there, like, again, we're in that whole staying ahead of what it is that's happening and being on top of things, you will find that you're moving in the right direction with no effort whatsoever. You know, like it's almost like getting all the ducks in line, and when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Okay, because you're pulling in all the information from around you. You're allowing them to show up in your life, and you can put them sort of where you need to be. And then when the go button is being hit, you know, you can just go galloping all the way out there, and you can take it all in and celebrate it. You know, I know it sounds very big, I know it sounds very celebratory, but I think it is. There are these hiccups of the only hiccup I would say here is that leave that old idea of disappointment behind you. You know, I really feel that that's part of your past. It's not part of your future anymore. can't say that it won't be down the road, but for now, here in the month of October and what's coming up, I really feel that it's a renewed energy of who you are, where you're at in life, dear Pisces, and and what it is that you're going to what you're going to experience. So yes, we are looking at relationships. I didn't get much on career and finances for the month of October. I feel that it's more within the romantic area of your life. So celebrate that. You know, we all deserve a little love in our lives, don't we? So go out there and enjoy this beautiful time of the year, October, the fall. It's a beautiful time, so enjoy it, okay, dear Pisces, and I'll see you in November.